I hit the go button. There we go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Turn down the music slightly. Based live? Cool. Okay. I think we're good. Bump that up a tiny bit. Okay. Let's boop and boop and boop. Actually, boop. There we go. Okay. We run around. So I believe last time I need to fix these corners. Last time we were getting the LV stuff actually dug out and decorated. Today I would like to finish this. I don't know if that will happen, but it would be cool if it did. So we're probably just going to start out today just digging out a bunch of the space. It's going to be a lot of digging today. I wish I had the upgraded backpacks, but whatever. Okay. You designed a benzene farm. Not sure, but spoilers. Fair enough. If it's in a 9x9x7 space, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, get that shit going. The thing that, like, I've thought about in terms of farms is if you can, like, tile them together, right? If you have, like, a unit of, like, benzene power production that you can then just, like, copy and paste over and over and over again. That, to me, is, like, the ideal setup. Let's get the hammer and start smacking away. Isn't there like a magnet that we're supposed to be able to get at some point? Yeah, this thing. Or is that like way beyond what? Ooh, I think that's way beyond. Yeah, that's MV. Okay. That sucks, but whatever. Diggy diggy hole. The design is theoretically tieable, but not by wall sharing. I mean, that's fine. Wall sharing's nice, but it's not like do or die or whatever. Magnet is LV. It's the Draconic Evolution one. Okay, me. At Draconic Magnet. Item dislocator. Oh, that okay, that's doable. Okay, we just need to get batteries, which we do not have. But we will at one point. Just gotta dig out all this area so we actually have space for the machines first. See, the goal is to have everything for LV in this area. So power production, all the machines, all the multi-blocks. If it's LV, it will be going here. So it's really a challenge of making sure there's actually enough space for that. You know, what's great is the amount of time it took you to actually set up all the benzene production. You know it's going to take like 5 times the amount to actually build it in-game. So have fun. Oh, the joys of Greg Tech. Sure, this isn't lit up. Jump. There you go. What is happening right now? Why am I just like pressing random buttons and stuff's just going wherever it wants to? Bus, shut up. There's a bus outside. It's squeaking. It's waiting. Be going. Stupid ass bus. 4 times the production, good lord. Out of curiosity, how much EU are you producing? I'm assuming it's at HV, would be my guess. So how many amps? 4 times the charcoal needed, good lord. Yeah, I've briefly, very, very briefly seen what like some of the benzene setups look like just from like YouTube videos and that sort of thing. They look pretty intense, especially I saw a version of one that like completely dealt with all the byproducts and everything, and that one was huge. I have no clue. I haven't done the calculations since the factory powers itself. Fair enough. Just attach like a massive battery storage to it or something and just, you know, let it run for like 15 minutes by itself. And then you can figure out roughly the production per minute. That's what I did for the creosote. To figure out how much steam it produces, I just attach the tank, set it to go for a little while. And that's how I got the 3300 number. And then you can just like go do something else. You know, you said you're working on that other one. So you can just do that. And then that way you actually know if it's 4 times or not. Let me go get some dark oak so I can section this out and know how far I'm going. Where's the dark oak? Let's get 2 stacks, that should be plenty. I'm curious if there's something that's faster than the concrete. Because I imagine, like, at some point, there's going to be something that's faster than concrete, and I'm going to have to go through this entire thing and replace every single block of concrete, but there's got to be some kind of, like, block exchanger. Every mod pack nowadays has a block exchanger of some kind. That's not a torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Upsy daisies. So I want to keep this area as like a square. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five wide sections and then a 7 wide section. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put the 7 wide section for this area, but we'll figure it out at some point. To be honest, I may put it here and then have a pathway going that way. Not really sure though. We'll have to experiment with things. Creating a set of Desmos functions. where you can input how many of a specific multi-block you need, whether or not you use a catalyst, and the hatch/coil tier you use. And it will output how many machines you need for processing, how much power it consumes, how much excess power it produces for your own use. I mean, honestly, if you're trying to do something like that, I would do it in, like, you know, I don't know if you've used these before, but like MATLAB or Python. It'd be way nicer. You know, if you haven't used it before, then there's definitely a learning curve, and then maybe Desmos is better. But I'm a sucker for some good old-fashioned MATLAB. Never used it before. Yeah, so then stick with Desmos. It's a massive learning curve. I mean, if you want to learn it, then go for it, but it's not an easy thing to pick up at all. Whenever you get those functions done, why don't you throw them over here? I'll you know, I'll review them and definitely not pass them off as my own at all. I would never do that. That would be terrible. Just pull a Steve Jobs on you real quick. Be like, I made these Desmos functions. They're mine. I don't know who this Stardust guy is. It's all about the product and the customer. What each variable does? Bruh. Bro's pulling the Mojang obfuscation bullshit. There was a project I had when I was a freshman in college where the professor set up this program of these. It was like a, you know, like a 20 by 20 grid battlefield, and there would be like red soldiers and blue soldiers, and he would have like different different difficulties of soldier AI that he built, and your goal was to try and build a soldier AI that was better than his. And because it was in Java, you could take the bytecode that he gave you, reverse it back into just like code, and when you went, like a bunch of us did that, and you would see the code, and it was the most horrid shit I've ever seen, because he did a bunch of obfuscation to try and make it impossible to read. It, like, all the variable names were all over the place, all the, like, where things were routed, like, functions were, like, going out to all these weird files. It was horrible to read. And so I just completely gave up. There were a couple people who tried to reverse it, but it was borderline impossible. So I did, however, end up making a script that did actually beat his best soldiers, and I got like I think I got a t-shirt out of it or something. So worth it if you ask me. Especially as a poor college student, I'll take anything. It kind of sucked though because the shirt didn't fit me like at all. It was tiny as hell for some reason. I literally gave him my size and I was like, hey, can you get me like a large for this? And he's like, or no, he came to me, he's like, what size are you? I'm like, I'm a large. And then he buys it and this thing is like 2 sizes too small, but whatever. I was using both. That's horrible. There's a thing you can, I think it's in C. If you program in C, you can actually overwrite what plus, minus, subtract, like, or divide and multiply. You can change what those symbols mean. Like, when people talk, if, I don't know if, you've ever heard this or anyone has heard this, but, C as a language is known as a language that, you can basically do anything in. Because it's so low level and you can kind of control exactly what the computer's doing. But the fucky part with that is you can literally change anything. It's horrible. Here real quick. We're getting, or actually I can just throw it in my side hand. And then finally place each variable assignment into a random folder. That's just criminal. It's funny in all like the lower level programming classes, the professors are like, you need to make sure your code is very readable and like make it so we can easily comb through it. So you'd like do all the styling, whatever other crap, and then you get to the advanced classes. And they don't like have rules on it, it's just kind of an expectation. But because they don't put it in the rubric anymore, they technically can't grade you on it unless they specifically specify. So I wouldn't like obfuscate my code, but I would make it purposefully hard to read. So that like if something was wrong or like it wasn't coded the exact way, they couldn't figure it out because it was just like they would try to read it and then give up. And it kind of worked. It definitely didn't work a couple times. And I just got an email being like, hey, fix your fucking code. This is unreadable. But most of the time, they just didn't care enough. What would have been better? I'll name each variable something related but incorrect. Instead of number of fluid extractors, it's charcoal produced. So you're evil is basically what you're saying. All the variables have the exact same name except there's just like one character that's changed between all of them. Some will just have capital, some will have lower, some will just like have like an A be like a 4. The true sign of a maniac is how horrible he makes his code look. So, let's get a torch there. Really want to explore these caves below me at some point. There's like, I mean, you can just hear them all the time, 24/7. Some zombies just screaming. I'd never used comments when coding in Scratch. So you're a psychopath, is what you're saying. That's actually criminal. Particularly because Scratch is... I would argue that Scratch is one of the hardest... I don't even know if you can call Scratch a programming language, but it is one of the hardest programming languages to read. Like, it's so... I don't even know how to explain it. It's so awful to read. It was part of the reason I used Scratch growing up, because like that's what they taught us to use. But like the minute I got into real code, I completely abandoned Scratch, because it was like I hated reading it. It was such a pain. Like literally I would rather read like actual C code, which like isn't great, it's not terrible. Sometimes it can get a little funky. But reading that would be less painful than Scratch. Try to read someone's Minesweeper code sucks so bad. Like, I would even, like... I don't know if you've ever seen assembly code. You can just, like, look it up. There's probably tons of it on the internet. But, like, assembly code is hard to read. Like, because it's not, like, always intuitive, and there's a lot of, like, jargon, I guess, to it. But the structure of it is at least easy to read. Like, the problem with Scratch code is the inherent structure of Scratch code is so impossibly difficult to read. Oh shit, my inventory is very filled up. Where's that? Oh, it's that one. Alright, let's go empty inventory and bags, and then we'll keep digging. Ladder away. And let's get these backpacks emptied. The dust away first. Put away you guys. Copper dust, iron dust, limonite dust, limonite. And then that all goes there. Copper, iron, banded iron, limonite, and crushed apatite. And then it's just the diggers. Somehow managed to miss a single piece of magnetite dust. Okay, I believe that's all this empty, and we can get back to smacking rocks. Make a brainfuck encoder and put my benzene line through there. What is a brainfuck encoder? What are these words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just need one more. That way. And then we'll have our square. brain. I've never heard of the brain fuck coding language. What is this monstrosity that you have now introduced me to? I know there's a lot of, like, really bad languages people have made. Increment the... What the fuck? Start your loops with your cell pointer on the loop counter. Add 1 to C0, subtract from C1. The following... This program prints hello world and a new line to the screen. Its length is 106 active command characters. Oh my god. This is awful. Yeah, it's earned its name. It's literally, what, five, 6 symbols? That's awesome. JS fuck. Oh my god. JavaScript is already a brain fuck, so I don't know what they're going on about. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one will get us the edge of the last, or the 5th section. And then I think we need to go out 2 more to the left. And that should be the full size. Okay, that doesn't get us quite there, but it's pretty far. Try this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up with this. This isn't going to be the finalized section breaks for the Dark Oak. We're probably going to move stuff around to figure out where we want the big one to be. Let's just dig out this way, so we know the absolute depth of this. Ooh, I just realized I should also... Okay, yeah, none of that shouldn't spawn anything. Good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just need to go 1 more. That should get us the full size. The full square. Yeah, we could even check it with the measuring tape if we really wanted to. get the measuring tape out. Just make sure everything's the size we expect it to be. So this is 37. And this should also then be 37. Bam. 37 by 37. Cool. It's a fuckload of space. So this is going to leave us with a pretty big center area. And I have some ideas of what I want to put there. Right now the big one going around in my mind is just like a big fish tank. The only problem with that is I don't think there's actually like fish mobs in this version, which kind of sucks. Like maybe putting something else there. I'm not sure yet. Squids. There's definitely squids, but that's about it. Yeah. We'll figure something out. Maybe it'll be like a big elevator to somewhere or staircase. Fucking, I don't know. Could be any of like a million different things. So after we get the whole thing dug out, I think we'll do the floor next. And then we can worry about where we want to put all the pillars and the walls and all that kind of stuff, and we can start sectioning things out. What version was it that they deleted this mob spawning overlay? Because it's so nice and it does not exist in modern Minecraft, which pisses me off. It's so handy. Like there's so much stuff that they've added and like the super secret settings. Why did they ever delete that stuff? That stuff was so cool. But nope. He said no. Are they in the, are the super secrets? Oh, they are in. Oh god. I clicked it and now everything's fucked. How do I... Did that undo it? I think that undid it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that fucks with your head. It's always been a mod. No. Really? Is this normal? I can't tell if this is normal anymore. I think it's normal. It's like weird dots now. That was not there before. Let's see if maybe we have to fuck with it some more. Oh, that's not right. Oh, that really fucks with my... Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's so weird. That fucks with my head so much. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Oh, get rid of it. It's like Hero Brian mode for a second. Oh, wow, that's terrible. TV screen. That's kind of funny. Maybe it's always been like an Optifine thing, because I definitely remember having it. All those... Oh, okay, that's horrible. That's not right. How do I get it back to normal? Okay, that's almost normal, but not quite. Okay, I think that's normal. That really fucked with my head. Okay. Let me check this. Minecraft super secret settings vanilla. It was a feature in vanilla Minecraft versions 1.7 through 1.8. Yeah. Because I definitely remember like using them on like servers and stuff. Like, and this was way back. It may not have been before I played modded. I think I played modded at that point, but I remember being on vanilla servers with my friends and turning them on. Oh, the mob spawning over. Okay. Let's put the measuring tape back. Blup. Blup. Maybe 300 bronze, 384 to be exact. Okay, Mr. Specifics. No. Yep, I mean, it's great tech. What the fuck do you expect? Like, to be honest, I'm surprised it's only 384 bronze. Especially given that you're in HV, that doesn't actually sound that bad. Yeah, almost all of our bags are full again. Legend mount. Are you really full? Oh my god. I literally... Bruh. There's over 1,000 stacks of cobblestone in there. Get all this crap out. Okay, malachite. I don't think I put pyrochlore in there. Vanadium. Boop, 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 and boop. Brown limonite. Magnetite. Limonite, copper, gold. Doot and doot. Okay, diggy diggy hole into the floor. It's gonna get real dark real fast. It's an MV multi-block. Also don't have the steam fuser. Yeah, that makes it infinitely worse. Get a steam fuser, man. It's not that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not that expensive. Assuming you have the ability to, like, mine relatively quickly, it shouldn't take you that long. You don't have the steam. How much steam are you making? I'm curious. Fuck off, stall. You have 4 of it. Okay, yeah, you need more than that, buddy. That's like, that's not even 1,000, or no, that's 1,200. But even then, that's like, it's a little over 1,200. It's like almost 1,500. You gotta beef that up, buddy. You're just hurting yourself. I wouldn't go as far as to call that a full-on character flaw. I feel like that's a little excessive. I used to be that way too, and then I became a nerd and an engineer and was like, I must maximize everything and herbida herbida. And light all the little bits up. I'm so locked into this stone right now, you don't even know. All I can think about is stone. Okay, that is lift floor dugout. Let's go grab some stuff. Stupid ladder. Okay, we need blocks. Lots of blocks. Hope we have enough concrete. I honestly don't know if we will. Okay, before I forget, I'm replacing these corners. Is there more in here that I just forgot to take out? Ah, that's where it is. I was gonna say, I could have sworn I had more concrete. Rock and stone, brother. Almost perfect, except for that last one. Really need to get this roof fixed. Like, until the roof is like in there properly, this isn't gonna feel like a cohesive thing. It still feels very unbuilt up. I guess like maybe also doing some more detailing could help. Like it doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. It's not quite there. Your video, I like the color. Yeah, I mean, I like it, right? It's just, it's not like a cohesive. It's getting there. It's a work in progress. You have to, yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy the process, right? That's just me, though, I guess. Okay, let's get all this in. Is working. I started to make a factory after watching your video toward your base, not gonna lie, it's not like. It all takes time. It's just the way it goes. So you're gonna go through like a million revisions, right? I mean, this is probably gonna have some, you know, at least some changes in detail and that sort of stuff as time goes on. I also have quite a bit of experience in like actually doing professional building for servers and that kind of thing. So, well, I haven't done that in fucking years. But some of that skill stays with you, if that makes sense. But I also the Gregging call, not gonna lie. Are you trying to say you get the Gregging call? You're just playing where the machines go and you're balling it. Absolute baller, baby girl. But I mean, like, you know, I spent a good amount of time in creative trying to figure this out, you know, going through different kinds of blocks. So it wasn't just like a one and done sort of thing. I specifically, like, I'll say, because of my long building, like, history with building, I have a very good ability to, like, picture things in my head, and I can, like, see exactly what I want to build. So it's like, when I'm building something in creative to, like, test stuff, I'm, like, thinking, what does this look like in all the different scenarios I think I'm going to be using it in? So that helps me cover a lot of the, like, I guess, edge cases. And, you know, there's some stuff I can't, you know, see in my head exactly. That's why I went into the creative world in order to do the turns. I don't know if it's going to show it on the map, but the curve we have over there. You know, there's some specific things I like to use creative for. Let's get random cobblestone. We need a little bit more abyssal stone. I keep wanting to call it basalt, but it's not basalt. Is abyssal stone. Hell, even abyssal could be, like, entirely wrong. I have no idea. Where's my chisel? There it is. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Can I? No, I can't. I was not expecting to be able to chisel that, but it's worth a shot. Sorry, I had a stroke writing that message. I was trying to say that I don't enjoy building a base as much as the calling of the Gregging. Yeah. I would generally agree with that. You know, you get that itch. You know, it builds up over time of, like, you have to Greg. So that's where, I try to keep it balanced in terms of some bees, some exploration, some building. I mean, we've been doing a lot of building recently just because we have to, you know, make the infrastructure to put everything in. But after that, I mean, it's going to be like at least 2 weeks of just straight gregging. That is horrible. I'm going to get rid of that right now. What's the best way to do this? If we break that, do a torch there, and then that. Okay, that is the floor in. Make sure I didn't miss the corners. Okay, that's good. Heal. So next thing is doing the walls. God, look how big of an... I'm curious if we had a pathway going through here. I wonder what that would look like. Before we do that, let's do the walls. I don't want to get too sidetracked. Let's go up top and get the abyssal stone border in first. Yeah, this is why I want a staircase there, because it would be so much faster to get up. We may also just have a staircase over here somewhere. Oh yeah, internal visualization, bros. I just place block randomly and say, okay, I'm gonna build something. Okay, and ball it from there. Make it faster than GD concrete. Okay. I imagine there's items though. Like there's gotta be some, you know, fucking Thawcraft shit that you strap on and bam, you're going to fucking Mach 50 billion. Run faster, yeah. I remember, yeah, there's the Boots of the Traveler from Thawcraft, and I'm pretty sure Britannia has the, like, the satchel thing. Sojourner Sash. That's what it is. The Sojourner Sash. So yeah, you can just like stack a bunch of stuff and fly at Mach 4. There's a lot of blocks that make you go a little faster. The quest book shows them at the beginning of LC. Really? Yeah. I'll trust the professionals on this one. Also, is it Thiagon? Is that how you pronounce it? Thia? Or is it Thia, Thiagon, Gone, or just LOL? I can also call you 9866 if that makes more sense. Building bases would make more sense, yeah. Yes, Thiagon. Okay, I'm assuming that's... Why am I... Wait, what do you mean, why am I not using a wand? You mean, like, the builder's wand? I mean, I could. But, eh. I'm old school. It's also, like, it's not that many blocks. It's not... I don't really think it's worth going all that. Hated my name. Understandable. It's a lot faster. Yeah! I'm old school. I was from back in ye olden day. When they would build those shitty ass cobblestone castles. Back in, what, fucking alpha and beta? God, that was 15 years ago. I feel so old whenever I think about how old this game is. Like, I've been playing this game for most of my life. At least, yeah, at least 50% of my life, which is insane. Let's get the trim in. Get your stupid gravel out of here. But yeah, Thygon, if you're struggling with like building that sort of thing, my biggest recommendation, go into a creative world and just fuck around, right? Just like make a flat. You can mess in the like Greg Tech by default doesn't let you make super flat worlds, but you can go into the settings, like literally go ask ChatGPT how to do it. It'll tell you how to change the config so you can make super flat worlds. Make a super flat world, just try out a bunch of blocks. Like that's always what I do. You know, even after a decade of like pretty consistently doing a lot of different building and like being on like forums about building and like getting ratings and like suggestions and all that kind of stuff, to this day I always just go into a creative world, test a bunch of crap out. Yeah, you need to check on your prostate, bruh. Dude just called me uncle. No, not even uncle, unk. The disrespect is crazy. I see how it is. What the hell was that noise? It's like air decompressing or something. Personal dimension portal? I did think about that, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just didn't do it. And instead spent probably 3 times the amount of time trying to figure out how to make a super flat world, but don't worry about it. Alright, let her go away. Okay, so we got the trim in. Now we just need dark oak and a bunch of a glowing abyssal. Put the torches back now. Okay, gimme just fuckloads of abyssal stone. And we'll make it all glowy. Cool. Okay. Alright. Actually, let's grab 1 stack of the stone brick. Okay. Is it raining? Is that what that is? Yeah. Okay, now how do we want to do this? So, I'm pretty sure I really need a better way of getting up. I'm pretty sure the way I want to do this is I'm going to keep this area at this level. I'm not going to bring this down. I may end up doing, I don't know, bees. Maybe I'll have some farms over there. I'm not really sure right now, to be honest. I really like this, actually. I'm just, like, gazing at it right now. I like this proportions. Anyways, try not to get distracted for more than 3 seconds. So I don't want, like, I don't care about having a path on this side. I do kind of want one on this side, though. And I might even put it in the second cell and then have it go over here so it's, I don't know, kind of symmetrical. So let's do that. And we'll just get a block so we can get up easily. Check the block later. I'm on hoi 4 and a hoi 4. A. The Chinese meta for electricity? What the hell does that mean? This is Abyssal Stone. Yeah. It's like the nice dark color, but it's not so dark. It's like annoying to look at, if that makes sense. Like, it's not so dark, it's hard to see. I do play hoi 4. Let me check Steam right now. I play a lot of hoi 4. I'm not good, but I play a lot of hoi 4. Something went wrong with Steam? That's the first time I have ever seen that. Okay, that was weird. It was like a I'm not gonna boot, fuck you screen. I have 1,500 hours in hoi. Do you EAW? What is EAW? EAW. Oh, what is EAW? I cannot think of what EAW is right now. It'll go there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big 2-player. I've never played Victoria 2. I'm definitely into like the Paradox style games. I mean, I've played Civ, which isn't, you know, a Paradox game, but it's that kind of style. I have Prison Architect. I've been thinking about getting Crusader Kings for a while, or EU5 that just came out. Never played an EU game, so it's like if I'm gonna buy one, I might as well just wait for the new one and see if it's good. Which was awesome, and the economy's so fucking good. So it's not fucking hoi 4 where they refuse to make the economy not shit. And they're just like, sorry, you wanted more customization for your tanks? That was so expensive you barely unlock it until it's like 1945, and at that point, what the fuck's the point? Because the game runs at 2 seconds because it's only a 2-core game? You don't want that? EU4 but EU5 looks like it's not that fun. Yeah. Like, I think one of the best updates for hoi 4 was the supply stuff. Because, like, it was a different system that didn't rely on, like, something else for it to function. I mean, you kind of need, like, a good infrastructure, but it was integrated well. So, like, you could actually use the system without having to wait 12 fucking years to do anything with it before it was, like, actually useful. I have a lot of random complaints about that game, but don't worry about it. I'm thinking what we do for doorways is we just mirror it onto this side. So why did I just, like, not finish that? I just, like, didn't put on the top two for some reason. That real quick. Let's get our dark oak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, but in my favorite thing in Hoi 4 to do is to do like shit posts kind of games. 2, 3, 4, 5. Where you just like do something really stupid. One of my favorites was taking the U.S. as Ecuador. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because Ecuador is in this weird position where it's not like a lot of South America where it's like virtually impossible. Like if you play as fucking Paraguay, I was the P so strong. If you play as Paraguay, it's like virtually impossible to do anything. But as Ecuador, you're like perfectly placed that if you play the game just right, you can actually take the US. And I've done it twice, I think. Yeah, I've done it twice. Because I did it before No Step Back came out, and then after No Step Back came out, I was like, I wonder if this is still possible, and it turns out it is. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Luxembourg and like Bhutan are, other favorites. Or releasing all the countries. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just completely wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really like the completely decolonized games because then the world just goes to shit. And it's funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll say I also haven't really played with South America since I think wasn't there a South America DLC that came out? I think there was. Something like that. Maybe I'm just completely wrong about that. Yeah, I used to play a lot more than I do now. Like after it was after Battle of Bosporus came out, I like kind of tuned the game out. And I don't play nearly as consistently. But I mean there was probably like a year and a half where I was playing it pretty much every single day. And I got pretty damn good at it. If Paradox game is Uruguay, I play it. Fair enough. You do you. I can't really judge. I play some weird ass countries. Germany is Baltic state, and is there? Okay. Oh, Kaiserreich, is that? Oh, there was a game me and my friends did where we all played as a different Baltic state, and that was a shit show. I think I was Estonia. That was it was simultaneously like doable, but like absolutely a fucking shit show. Because I was Estonia, so I basically just like instantly got Finland, got Sweden, and just went off from there. The guy was playing Lithuania, just joined Poland, did all that normal stuff, and it like it very quickly devolved into oh holy fucking shit. We're on a two-front war against the Germans and the Soviets. We have virtually no ability to get supply from the Allies, so we're just like this massive fortification in the middle of Eastern Europe. We had max level forts along the entire. I think one of the guys started working on the special project that's like the land forts or whatever, just to try and like get every little bit of defense that we could. I don't think it ended up working though. I think we died, if I'm remembering correctly. Will having this many glowing architecture blocks lag the game out? Because normally blocks that have some sort of light source will risk causing lag, but I would hope that architecture blocks is smart enough to figure out a way to not do that. Typical Baltic states L. Bruh. Why are you roasting them so hard, dude? But realistically, yeah. I mean, like, just make a massive fortification. It was actually terrible, though. We had to wait for the US to, D-Day. And at that point, I mean, we just, like, were able to sweep through Germany from the east. I think me and Latvia were, like, holding on against the Soviets with, like, everything we had. While, like, I was playing Polish-Lithuania, took his entire army, put it against the fucking wall that was the German line at that point, and just meat grinder straight into the Germans, because they diverted the German, I mean, as the German AI always does, it, like, diverts everything off as soon as D-Day happens, and they just collapsed, like, so quickly. And then we actually got the Allies to declare on the Soviets, so we just kind of swept over, took them, and I think we stopped there. I don't think we attacked the Allies, because we, like, that takes so long, and trying to do it on a server with multiple people, it just, you have to run it at, like, 3 speed, and it just takes forever. Only on world launch lighting updates will cause the issues. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I would think. So basically, whenever I load the game, my PC is just going to turn into, like, a nuclear bomb. Greg Oppenheimer is... That's horrible. Bro, what if... I'm pretty sure there's, like, nukes. I know there's fusion in this. I don't know if it's, like, nukes and stuff. But if there is, and I'm pretty sure you can make, like, nuclear reactors, I'm gonna make, like, a pixel art of Oppenheimer. I should really replace this with a steel head. I'm going to make pixel art of Oppenheimer somewhere random in the world, and then just have a map that's just Oppenheimer's head somewhere random. Just have a sign under it, Greg Oppenheimer. No nuclear weapons? Damn. That's sad. That feels like such an obvious thing to add, though. Like, you have a bunch of mentally insane people who sit here for hours on end building these massive things. Like, why wouldn't you give them an equal level of destruction? That only seems reasonable to me. As for making a reactor go critical, that's easy. Just hire a bunch of Russians. Won't be that hard. All right. That is all the main build, or all of the main bits built. It's a weird tongue twister. So now what we'll probably look at. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry. I want to look at getting something in this center bit. I would like to get grass, but you need silk touch for that. And I don't think I have any way of getting silk touch. Trying to think what else might work. What is something that like represents LV? That would be cool to put there. I'm also thinking of like sticking a pathway through the center of this and putting more machines there. So maybe that'll be something. I don't know what to do. We'll figure that out later. Let's get all the machines moved over. Get in it. Maybe that would be really hard though. Is there grass seeds? I don't think there is. That just doesn't seem like the kind of thing they would add, in my personal opinion. How does this guy fill up so quickly? Oh, we also need to dig out all the back rooms for this, so we have a place to actually put wire and whatnot. Go do that in a second. Gold ore, magnetite. These 3 going there. Limonite, iron, magnetite, banded, limonite, tricalcium. Okay. Let's make sure these are empty as well. $80,000 cobblestone. It's actually crazy. Steel? Yeah. That's true. So, yeah, maybe I put like a giant block of steel there or something. I don't know. Make grass with Botania. Problem is I don't think I even have access because you need living rock. And I guess all that comes from the Twilight Forest, so I'd have to go to the Twilight Forest. Yeah. That's where you get all the... Oh my god. Ah. That's where you get all the mystical flower shit. Sorry, give me 1 second. I gotta make a call to someone. I did not forget. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Uh, I'm still. You'll probably still hear it. Let me turn that off. I'm still in the call. My girlfriend is walking home at night in the dark, and she's scared, so I'm staying on call with her. I'll be back probably in like another 15 minutes. Sorry. Alright, chat, she has arrived safe and sound, so we're good for a little bit. Let me read these fucking. I was reading them while we were talking. This fucking roasting me. So fucking over. I know, right? Girlfriend and Greg Tech are mutually exclusive. That is a crazy comment. Personally, I just think if you can't handle a girlfriend and Greg, you're just a bad Gregor. Fundamentally. You just can't handle the power of Greg. I think it's just a skill issue. Let's get all the backpacks away. These have been annoying me. So they're picking stuff up now when I don't want them to. Get the wrench away, probably. True based. I like the difference in responses. Fucking huh and true based. The dichotomy of man. Tell me, have you ever built a Stargate? Tell me, have you ever looked at the stars on a date? That's what I thought. How about that one, Thyagon? Hmm. I mean, I haven't done we haven't done a stargazing date, so technically I haven't either. But obviously you must introduce the. I did, and she rejected it for good reason. Damn, bro, I'm telling you, when it comes to roast sessions, don't try me. All right, do not try me. I will always destroy you, and that's a promise. That's not a threat. That's a promise. For example, my girlfriend always tries to roast me, and then I come back at her with something so much worse, and she just gets mad, and I'm like, why did you even try? You knew how this was gonna go. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that line up in the middle? That does not line up in the middle. Well, because I have to kill somebody. 1, 2, 3. And then that'll line up there. 5 years, and also I live in a rural country, so I can't go stargazing because I'll get robbed. Damn, that's just depressing now. You're being like classist or something. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just date men. Problem solved. It takes a man to know what a man wants. 2, 3, 4, 5. How can I make this look not shit? Because I would like these pillars to line up with that to some extent. I feel like that would probably look nicer. If I can do something like this. And then if I get rid of this one, and just like do it here. Oh. And that'll sort of be doubled up there, but keep that like that. I guess I could just get rid of that, and then this will just be 7 wide, which is not the end of the world. But I don't like dick. I've tried. Understandable. I like how all of Stardust's responses are just based. I can literally say anything. This man will just go based. Absolutely based. based. Exactly. Exactly, Stardust. See, he gets it. Finally got these damn machines out of the way. It's going to instantly look just a million times better. Now that there's no longer that absolute mess in this corner. You're having the big streamer treatment, but it's just two guys roasting me. Hey, it's good training, right? You know, you guys are like my my personal trainers, you know, prepping me for the big dogs. And like a true professional streamer, I don't pay you anything for your services. Just as God intended it. Right, yeah, it's too much brain cells, man. I mean, I yap a lot when I'm building, but like the minute I start doing anything Greg related, I'm completely quiet. Gregging takes so much brain power. I'm gonna be a goose someday. I've always wanted to be a goose. A dream come true, as it were. Okay, let's keep going with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where does this line up? To the outside. So I've been thinking of extending this path out. And then actually having this go out the mountain and then have a big glass dome here. Like a... Not like a greenhouse, but like a... terrarium? Is that the word? And just have all my bee shit there. Neuroticus? Absolutely. Could be nothing else. I already am neurotic, so, you know. The neurotic is the easy part. Okay, let's get these walls in. Okay, this side, at the very least, is really starting to take shape. That other side looks like poop, but this side looking kind of snazzy. Yeah, so, I mean, just that, I mean, I was talking before about, like, making the build feel cohesive. Just that, like, back wall has already improved it drastically. You know, it feels complete to some extent. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it gives me the happy chemical. Now, one thing I'm debating in my head of how I want to continue this, because this pathway is going to come all the way down here. And I could have it keep coming up and connect up here. But I'm kind of thinking I don't want to do that, to be honest. Because we got a lot of space here. So I may try to use that somehow. I'm not sure yet. We're not really at that point. I'm probably just going to bring this up to here and then leave it. But it could be like a place for interesting things. How do you make the stone glow? With the architecture craft stuff. I'll go show you in a sec, because I gotta run back up, grab some stuff. We'll just finish digging this out first. Okay, yeah, I'll go show you real quick. Hopefully that 2X's doesn't spawn something while I'm running back. Knowing my luck, it absolutely will. Let's get that back, so we don't need that. Let's get the hammer back. Let's get all this random junk away. Magnetite. Boot, boot. Boot, boot. Boot. And haboot. And haboot, haboot. Alright, it's this thing. Architecture saw bench. So if you go down to the glow, you can get a bunch of different shapes that can glow, which is cool. So I would, if you haven't seen this thing before, I'd very much recommend making it. It's got a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. Okay. We need concrete, we need cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 28. Chisel. And we're going to turn all this into tiles. And I really wish there was a better way of doing this. It's got to be like a chiseler machine or something. Because, like, I'll say the pack developers have done a pretty good job of, like, keeping in mind the fact that people are going to make gigantic bases for the enormous multi-blocks, especially that come on later on, and just the volume of machines that you need. So I would be surprised if there wasn't something to just mass produce chiseled blocks. There is? Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, because otherwise, I don't know how the fuck people are making those gigantic, colossal fucking builds. Especially some of the really, like, futuristic and modern ones that have, like, 1,000,003,000 different architecture blocks and all sorts of stuff. Okay, this should be plenty to fill in this area. All right, now, should look at this first. And We'll get this and then we'll talk machines. Okay, so there are some things that I want to do with here. So I specifically made sure there's a ton of space here. Even a multi for it. Damn, okay. Didn't expect a multi, I'll be honest. Anyways, the reason I made this area so big is, again, like I said before, I want all my LV stuff here, and I want to make some dedicated areas for certain things. So, as an example, I want to have like an entire, more or less fully automatic setup for rubber, right? So I can just, you know, throw rubber dust and throw sulfur into a barrel, and then it just makes as much rubber as it can, fully automatically. I don't have to worry about it. It just goes to that, right? And I want to do that for a bunch of different stuff. So I want to do that for concrete. I want to do that for, I don't know, anything else that's pretty common that we're going to be using a lot, and that requires, you know, a couple machines to get it going. All right. So the other process. Now we got to think how we want to actually. So I got these 5 in as just like general crafting ones. So kind of one thing to one thing kind of stuff. More complicated machines I'm gonna have here, so that's why the assembling machine is. I haven't put these in because again, these I want to do some special stuff here. Like, so another example of what I want to do with this is we'll have like an entire section just for forestry machines, right? So like this will go here. We'll just have a whole thing for forestry. Makes it really easy to sort of categorize where things are going to be. Okay, let's get some power going to this. And eventually this will all have like battery, I'm pretty sure you can have like battery boxes and all that kind of stuff wired up to these. We don't have that right now, but we will at some point. Let's get our wrench. It's not a wrench. All right. Why does that not connect? Oh, I was just using the wrong tool because I'm an idiot. Cool, now we have steam. And we have power. Based. Okay. So let's get another torch down. It's a little dark. Ooh. We should probably change these to be glow blocks as well, because I'm realizing we're going to be tearing in a lot of abyssal stone here. I'll do that at some point. Let's get this one in as well. Facing downwards. Break that real quick. And that should all connect up there. Actually, do that. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Do that. Now you have power. Alright, so we can fill in a bunch of machines here. I kind of want to get the rest of this in, but I don't think all of it is super necessary right now. The only one I can see being really necessary is the chemical reactor and the solidifier just for the rubber. So we can get that in real quick. For right now, we'll just put it here. This will probably change at some point. Solidifier. I have another barrel. I'm just going to steal this one real quick. Barrel. Output that way. Item auto output. Electrical pump. It's actually, I think it's a crowbar, right? Can I? Which way is south? South. South is this way. Let's get that. Wire that in. Go there. Put that back. Oh. How do I want the base that way? And then just output that way. Okay. And then this will be fluid auto output. If I have this on fluid auto output, will this automatically pull it in as well? Or does this have to have a pump for it to do what I want it to do? So I need to get the this guy power. Why would you need rings? To make the rubber bars, because I need rubber sheets and all that. Right? Or is there a better way of doing it? I think it's the assembler. You make the insulated, let me think like tin cable, sorry. I think you can make this into an assembler, but it's the same cost. It's still 144 rubber. Actually, I think that's cheaper. Oh, but that's a different kind of rubber. Yeah, it's the same cost. If we look at an ingot, yeah, that's 144. And then this is 1-to-1. Face isn't blocking it. Okay. Yeah, it'll be useful for the rings, but it's also just the bars. You don't need rubber sheets. Later cables require the assembler. Sure, but like, I'm not there yet. I'm still an LV. I mean, I guess I could just carry it around as a fluid, but eh. Steel fluid cells, and that's fair. Maybe I'll do that then. We'll see. I don't have steel fluid cells. I think you make the fluid cells in the extruder, right? Actually, fluid, that's how you spell fluid. Fluid cell. Is there like a... Okay, that is an LV recipe. That is pretty damn expensive. Assembler, goddamn. You just make like the normal cell. Like I see the large ones, but where's like the normal? Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Ooh. Am I just blind? Deaf, dumb, and blind? It's the empty cell. If I type in empty, does that give me... No, it does not. Why does that not give me the... If I just type empty, it doesn't do shit. It's just drums. Huh. I have no idea. They're from... Okay, there is only the IC2 ones. Is it only then IC2 and then the large canisters? Is that all you can do? Or the large fluid cells? I thought there were like normal sized ones that you could make of different materials. I'm probably completely wrong about that, evidently, since it appears they don't exist, so. Okay, put the pump back for now. So I think we're good for Gregan now. Because that's this, yeah, we got all the steam here. We can easily move that around. We got plenty of wire, plenty of space for machines, so I think it's Gregan time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Gregan time. Except I lied, because it's going to be Gregan time on Saturday. It is... It's late and I need to go sleep. So, yeah. Yeah. Saturday stream is going to be a little earlier than it normally is. It's probably going to be around 2 p.m. EST instead of 4. Because I got some stuff going on that day that I need to be available for. So it might even be earlier than 2. Might be like 1. We'll see. Anyways, thank you, Stardust. Thank you, Thyagon, for tuning in and chatting. It's great talking with you guys. As always, good luck with your grading, Stardust. And good luck with your Hoy, Thyagon. I hope you win. Yeah, next stream will no longer be a building stream. We got this thing pretty much entirely built out. So we can start Gregan like crazy. Got plenty of space to do it. So I will see you all on Saturday at 1 p.m. Adios. Bye-bye.